Manchester United have reached another FA Cup final after beating Coventry in the semi-finals, but I'm sure a lot of you are feeling the same feelings as me, which isn't elation, it's not excitement, it feels like a loss. I feel a little bit drained just from watching that game. I feel frustrated. I don't think these are the feelings you are meant to be feeling after a semi-final victory, but here we are. This is Manchester United. 3-0 up going into the last 20-25 minutes of the game, and the players and the manager completely bottled it, and they were this close to being kicked out of the competition in what would have been perhaps the most embarrassing semi-final defeat in FA Cup history. There might obviously be some from back when, but in recent years I can't think of anything else. United should have lost that game, really, if it wasn't for these minuscule offside decisions which happen for and against every team. But that one, I was watching it and it was a killer for Coventry fans, to be honest. Fair play to them, because they completely showed United up in that second half and during extra time. It looked like there was only one team who were really going to score in that extra time period. I know we hit the crossbar through Bruno Fernandes, but it was only one team who really looked like they were going to score, and they did in the dying seconds. Of course, United won the game through penalties. Andre Onana with some kind of impressive Emi Martinez behaviour, I'd say, in those shootout moments. But I quickly wanted to speak about one Manchester United player, because I don't think a lot, if any, really deserved praise after that game, but one player. And I think Harry Maguire, you've just got to speak about this guy, because Manchester United's only fit centre-back going into this game, and after the game it was revealed that he wasn't even fit. Maguire himself told reporters that he hadn't trained at all throughout the week, and that he kind of just come into the game because they needed him. He said, I put the club first. And it's just, for a man and a player who has been constantly ridiculed, fair criticism has been thrown his way, because let's be honest, he hasn't always been impressive in a United shirt, but we can't defend the kind of vile abuse which came his way over the last couple of years, especially last season. And for him to come back and continue this season, where I think everyone, myself included, said that it was best for his career and for United for him to move in the summer. People were frustrated that he was still at the club, but he has been one of United's better centre-backs this season. Of course, he's had his own injury troubles, but he battled through that for United today, because they had no one else. Willy Camboala was out, Rafael Varane was out, Johnny Evans out, Victor Lindelof was out. No central defender options. We had an 18-year-old kid from the very successful under-18 side, but you couldn't put him into a game of this magnitude, even though I would have liked to see it, because I love to see those things happen. But Casemiro came back and he had an okay game, but Maguire scores a goal. He plays 120 minutes with that injury. We could see him in added time kind of signalling to the bench that he had a problem, but he fought through it because United needed him to. They couldn't introduce a kid into that situation where Coventry weren't just competing, they were looking like they were going to score, and United needed Maguire to get through that period. And whilst it sounds crazy to kind of be defending or be praising a defender who conceded 4 goals, well, technically 4 goals, who conceded 3 goals and technically one more in a game against the Championship side, but you look at all 3 goals and none of them come from Maguire. United's defence was extremely shaky, but Maguire kind of kept things together for a lot of that game, and it's a testament to him how much the fan opinion has changed of him this season, because he deserves it. It's a player who has basically been fighting against criticism ever since he made the move, because it was a big money move and it was expected that he was going to get criticism. But he had good form under Ollie, he had difficulties under Ten Hag, and he had difficulties under Ollie, don't get me wrong, but last season seemed like a moment for him where it was a unfair situation he was in. A lot of unfair criticism, like other players do get as well, but it felt like it was going more Maguire's way more than most. And I just think after that semi-final, if there's one positive that United fans can take from the game, which is crazy, I guess getting to a final is one, but if there's one other, I would say that Harry Maguire's performance and resilience, leadership, are all factors that you should be happy about from that game, because for a centre-back to be playing 120 minutes through injury as well, where he hasn't trained, he is clearly not fit or not properly fit, it's definitely a testament to him. And I think I just wanted to make this video to praise Maguire, because he definitely deserves it, and there's not much else positive to take from that game. United face Manchester City in the final for the second season running. Of course, they came out 2-1 losers last year, so hopefully there will be a change next month, but United will have to play much, much better if they're going to have a hope in hell, because that was not a good display from Ten Hag's side. But that's all from me. Let me know what you thought of Maguire's performance and kind of the situation around him, the change in situation this season. Do you think United should keep him long term? Do you think they should keep him beyond this season? I'm kind of in the middle of that one. I'm not entirely sure where I stand. But yeah, he deserves his praise. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts on the game, your frustrations, anything else in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next one.